The first card you have you passed is the Page of Swords. Okay, right. So before I say anything about this this card, this whole reading feels quite heavy to me, very heavy. So I just want to say that to start with. So yeah, with this Page of Swords, this is a bit strange already, I have to say, before I've even started. Yeah, this is going to be difficult. It's quite serious, this. I'm seeing something quite serious here. Okay, I'll try and articulate what I'm seeing here. It's a lot. So, yeah, I'm seeing words, messages. It looks like you're receiving something. You might have received something in your hand, something physical that you're holding in your hand. It feels formal, it feels important. It might actually have something to do with litigation, actually, or something like that, because you've got the Justice card here as well. So it might be that. And I think you knew. I'm getting a feeling of knowing. It's like I knew I was going to get this. I knew this was going to come. I knew I was going to get this thing. I knew I was going to see whatever this says. And I thought I'd be okay, but it's actually really affecting me. It's affecting me really deeply. I didn't think it would, but it is. So when this thing finally happened, or you saw this, or you held this thing in your hand, or whatever this thing was, you felt quite emotional. And you didn't think you would, but you actually did, because you knew this was coming. That's what I'm getting. I hope that makes sense to you. There's a little bit of a split here as well. It's like an internal split. Mind and heart, or emotions and mind, two different things. I think your mind knew that this was coming. I think your mind knew that this was the right thing to happen. That's what I'm getting. It actually feels right to me. It feels like the right thing to happen. It feels like the right thing at the end. But I think you're going to have to go through a lot to get to the end. That's what I'm seeing. I can't quite see. It might be something that was sent to you, or it might be something that you put out to something else, or sorry, to someone else, if this is litigation, and you got a notice of that. So someone might have been sending something out to you, or you might have sent something out to someone else, but you got some kind of notification or something like that to say that this is going ahead. I'm getting this, oh, I didn't want to do this, but I had to. That's what I'm getting. I didn't want to do this. I didn't want to do this. It might be you thinking this, might be someone else. Whoever put this out, whoever set this in motion, that's what they're thinking. They didn't want to have to do this, but they had to. That's what I'm getting. And it has to go forward. I'm getting that as well. It has to go forward. There's no going back. There's no going backwards. There's no going back. I'm seeing that. It is for the best. It really is. I know you're probably not feeling like that right now. Someone's feeling very stressed. I think it's probably you. But I think when you look back over this whole thing, I think you'll realise it was for the best. It's not going to feel like that now if this is you, and it's not going to feel like that while you're going through this. Yeah, I've got some, I don't want to say battles, but there are negotiations coming up ahead. There might be battles. I'm not sure how serious this is going to be. But it does feel very heavy generally, this whole reading, so it might be quite serious. It might be hard for you emotionally, actually, because it feels like formal, something formal blended in with the personal at the same time. Yeah, when you get this, when you find out about this, you might be feeling, or if you have, or this is in the past, you probably have. So, you might have been feeling a bit unsteady, like this page, because he's up on this hill, he's trying to fight and all that. But he's, the hill's green, it's mossy, and moss can be really slippery. It doesn't feel steady. So maybe you feel a bit unsteady, or you felt like that when you got this. You might have been unsure of what you need to do. A bit confused, all of that kind of thing. Because this page, he's just a learner. He's not sure what to do yet. He's like a student. So he's standing there, he's thrashing around. He's like, oh, what do I do? I don't know what to do. So that might be how you felt. But I think as you go through this process, it's not going to be easy, I have to say. You will gain confidence. You really will. So that's something to think about. I'm trying to think of something positive here, but at the end it will be positive, it really will. But it's not, you have a lot of things in front of you if this is you. Okay, so the next card you have, you pass the Three of Pentacles. Okay, so yeah, obviously this is something to do with money, money negotiation, something like that. And I keep on getting this, oh, I didn't want to have to do this. I didn't want to have to do this. That's what I'm getting. I had to. It looks like you tried to reason with someone. It looks like you tried to be responsible, but it didn't work. You tried to blend. You tried to kind of blend your ideas together, or you tried to blend your different views together, hoping it was going to work, and it didn't work. I'm getting this image of oil and water. So you wanted to blend these two elements, and obviously they don't blend, so it just didn't happen. So then you had to kind of go your separate ways, or whatever it was, and now there's this situation here. Sometimes this card can be about feeling as if you weren't taken seriously, because or you're not being taken seriously, because the man on the right, if you look at him, he looks a little bit like a jester, and that's not you. You're not a jester. You're not a clown. And I think once you've gotten over the initial uneasiness of this whole thing, you'll be okay. You'll start to get your point across. You'll start to settle into this. You'll be more used to this, and you'll be able to get your point across. You'll be able to speak properly. You'll be able to do that. Because look at this man on the left. He's on a platform. He's presenting. He's confident. So I think that's what you'll be like eventually. Yeah, I don't know if I should say this, but I will. I'll say this. I'm on your side, so I'm going to say this. I'm on your side. So if this person that you're up against, if they think you're a little bit of a clown, or they think, or they're not taking you seriously, say, try not to prove that to them. Try not to say, oh, I am serious. Look how serious I am. I can do this and that. Don't do that. Just lay low. Just let them think that. Just let them think that you're not very smart, or not very serious, or you're a bit of a clown, or whatever they think. Just let them think that, because you're dealing with a tricky person here. And if they don't see you as a threat, if they think you're a bit of a clown or a bit of a fool or whatever, if that's what they're thinking, let them think that. Because then they might start to think, oh, well, this is going to be easy. They're just a pushover. I can't take them seriously. I'm not going to put much work in. I'm not going to put a lot of effort in. I'm just going to coast along. And you can be putting the work in behind the scenes. So that attitude that they have might work to your advantage, actually. So don't let them know that you're not like that. Don't let them know how smart you are. You're very smart. Of course you are. You're very strong. You're Leo. But they don't think that of you. So let them just think that. You've got the Magician here. And so the Magician tells you, don't show them all your tricks at once. Keep them hidden. When you think about a traditional magician, on a stage, he's performing tricks or whatever he's doing. He's not showing the audience how he's doing his tricks. They only see the end result. So instead of getting upset at not being taken seriously, use that to your advantage. I sound manipulative, don't I? But if you're dealing with a tricky person, you have to have some tricks yourself. You really do. So yes. Okay, so the last card you passed is Justice. So yeah, again, obviously this is about this legal thing. It doesn't have to be a court case. It might be, but it's something like that. Some kind of mediation or meetings or something around something like that. So now I'm not going to say a lot more about this because I don't want to keep on talking about the same thing. I want to talk about some other things I'm seeing here as well. But if something big comes up, if I see something else about this case, I'm going to talk about it. But until then, I'm not going to say much more about this. So okay, so I'll talk about something else I'm seeing here. Okay, yeah. Okay, this looks like an apology, actually. Okay, you did some things for someone. You did something for someone. You did a lot of things for someone, I think. Because I'm looking at these scales and I'm seeing an imbalance. And I think this apology might be about someone trying to get things back into balance or even things up or something. They might be thinking, oh, I took everything and all this kind of thing. They did all this for me, and maybe I have to come back and tell them something or apologise. Because I don't think they're just apologising. There's something else here as well. But yeah, I think they ran away. I think this person ran away. I think you did something for this person, and they ran away. Because I'm getting distance here. I'm seeing physical distance and I'm seeing time distance. So maybe a lot of time's passed since this happened. There's a big feeling of shame here as well. I think they're looking back over things and they haven't been able to face this. They haven't been able to face this, but now they are. Now they're starting to face this. That's what I'm seeing. So yeah, this Justice card's about karma, learning things, coming back. So that's what they're feeling. They're like, okay, I have to learn from this and I'm going to come back and even things up. That's what I'm getting. So if you know who this is, it's going to be a surprise because I don't think you expected to hear from them ever again, actually. You wanted to, after all this happened, you wanted some kind of explanation or at least something from them. But you're a Leo. You're really proud, obviously. Lions chase. They chase when they want something. They go after what they want, whether that's, explanations, whatever it is they want. But once they decide to stop chasing, that's it. They stop. It's like, no, I'm very, very proud. So they've got the chase, chase, chase. And then if they can see it's not working, they're like, no, I'm very proud. I'm going to walk away. So that's what happened, I think. That's what happened with you. You tried to see what was happening and then you just said, no, I'm too proud to do any more of this, I'm going to walk away. So I think that's what happened. So they ran away and then you walked away. That's what I'm seeing. So yeah, there's definitely an apology here. And if you want to listen to them, if you're going to listen to this, you might not want to listen, but if you do, there's something else here. There's something else they want to tell you. I've seen that. I've seen this kind of apology or this whatever it is, and there's something else as well. And whatever this is they have to tell you, as well as this apology or whatever, it's going to explain something. It's going to be the answer to something. This is something you're wondering. I hope that makes sense. I know this sounds a bit abstract. I'm trying to explain this the best I can, but it might come out a bit clearer later on. Sometimes that happens in readings. But yeah, the way they're feeling and the way they want to talk to you, it actually feels really heartfelt. I think they really mean this. Of course, it's all up to you. You might not want to speak to them, but yeah, that's what I'm seeing. A heartfelt admission of something, a really, really heartfelt admission. So that's what you have to expect from someone. Someone's going to give you that. So yeah, the first card you have for your presence, the Hanged Man. So yeah, again, this can be about keeping things hidden, not speaking up about things. So that's what they were like. When you were around this person, they didn't tell you whatever this was. And now they're coming out with this. And I think this might be an axe because there's love here. Well, there was. And yeah, when you were with them, you really gave to them. I'm seeing that again here. You really gave and gave because you wanted to do that. And it felt like an investment, this giving. You were giving and giving to them. You were helping them with something or whatever it was. And it felt like an investment. I know that probably sounds a little bit cold, using a financial term to talk about love. But I think for you, the reason why I'm using that word is you wanted to put into them and you wanted to put into the relationship because it was an investment in this relationship and in your future together. That's what I'm seeing. But there's this disappearance here. There's a disappearance. And so, yeah, so the investment you put into them and the relationship, they saw that as an investment in them and only them. So they ran away. That's what I'm seeing. Disappearing, running away. But the grass wasn't greener. The grass wasn't greener when they ran away. And they're seeing that now. They're seeing things from a totally new perspective. Because look at this man. He's obviously upside down. He's literally seeing the world from a new perspective. And that's how they're seeing things now. So, it might be too late for you. It might be absolutely too late. You might not want to talk to them at all. And I can understand that. But I think what they have to say, this thing that was hidden, it's really going to shed some light on things. It's really going to illuminate some things, because there's this light around this man's head. So when you hear this, or if you hear this, it's up to you, you'll be thinking, oh, that makes sense. Now I know why this happened, and now I know why that, and why they were doing this, and it all makes sense. So that's what I'm seeing there. So you might not want to hear this, it's up to you, or you might. But they're going to come in. They're going to come in with this. Okay, so the other thing here is, yeah, there's something to do with work here. I'm seeing work and I'm seeing words or something you're saying, how you're acting, you're trying to get your point across or something like that. Yeah, someone doesn't believe you, or they don't believe what you're doing or saying or something like that. Very cynical person. Okay, before I say any more about this, there's obviously a theme here. There are a few people around you who aren't taking you seriously, and yeah, I'm getting this really strong feeling of you just biding your time. That's what Leos do. They bide their time. They go, okay, I know this person's thinking this. They're about to attack me. I can see what they're doing. I'm just biding my time. I'm actually seeing a sleeping lion. So whoever this is, they think you're harmless. But once you're pushed, they'll see. They'll see you show yourself. And that's what you do. You show people who you are, but you're all about timing. You wait for the right time, and then you show yourself. You show yourself as a lion. And once you show yourself to this particular person, I think they'll back away. Yeah, the other thing I'm seeing here is, I know I'm jumping all over the place, but I'm seeing all kinds of things. There's something else that's really positive here that's coming up for you. It's a work thing. It's separate from this person, which is good. It's funny because I'm seeing another sleeping lion here. But this sleeping lion, it's about something you put some work into a while ago, and you're really working on this, and you thought, well, I'm just going to leave it. It's not really working. And you turned your back on this thing. And now some kind of money's coming in from that. So if you know what this is, if you've done something like that, if this is making sense, there's some money coming in. It's not a huge amount, but it's a little amount, and it's coming in, and it is going to grow. It's going to be a nice little amount. And so it's a sleeping lion, and then it starts to wake up. So so the Eight of Pentacles is obviously about that kind of thing, working on something, and then it starts growing. So I'll talk about that as well here. So yeah, look at all these coins multiplying. So that's what I'm seeing with that. So with this person who wants to tell you something, or they want to admit something to you, or whatever that is, before they come and talk to you, you might start seeing a few little signs around you. You know, you might see things that remind you of them. You might hear music that reminds you of them, little things on social media or whatever. All those things, if that's what's happening to you, it might be happening to you now. That's an indication that this person's getting closer to your energy. So just watch out for that. So they're getting closer and closer, and then eventually they'll come and talk to you. Because yeah, if you look at this tree on this card, all these shiny coins going up the tree, it's a really big tall tree, and you know, because it's such a tall tree, it's something you'd notice. If you're walking along and you saw this big tall tree with all these coins, you'd notice it right away. It's a bit like a lighthouse. Reminds me of a lighthouse. And you know, a lighthouse is a way of communicating to ships that are going along in the water without saying anything to them. To the ships, you know, they're communicating by the light, and that's what's happening to you. You're getting all these signs, or you're going to, if you haven't already, and then after that, that's when you'll hear from them. That's when you'll get that communication. So I hope that makes sense. Okay, so I'll go on to Temperance. So yeah, the last card's Temperance. So yeah, I love this card. I love this card. This is interesting actually, because I keep on seeing this work situation, this person who doesn't quite believe you, or something like that, not believing what you're saying. It's something like that. It feels like you're helping people, because in the Temperance card, you know, these beautiful daffodils, they can be about healing, helping, all that kind of thing. So it looks like you're helping people, or you're offering help, some kind of service or something like that. I don't know if you work in a profession where you help people or you heal people. You might be a doctor or a nurse, or maybe you help people in other ways or something. But yeah, how do I put this? Yeah, it feels like people automatically come to you for help. There's a lot of trust there. People trust you, and someone doesn't like that. They know that, and they don't like that. So there might be jealousy. That's probably what's behind this. Probably jealousy behind this disbelief. Yeah, I'm just looking at this tree again in the Eight of Pentacles. You stand out like a lighthouse because there's trust there, and someone doesn't like that. But whatever you're doing, keep on doing that, because a lot of people appreciate you. Keep doing whatever you're doing. Your heart's in the right place. Ignore that people who doesn't trust you. They might just be saying that. There's jealousy behind that, so just ignore that. And you don't need any more drama. If you're going through all these things, I mean, obviously there are lots and lots of people listening to this, so some bits might resonate with all different people. That's what a general reading is. But if you're going through all this, you do not need this jealous person, so absolutely ignore them. Okay, so we'll go into the future now. So so this is heavy. This is what I'm seeing in the future, quite heavy. So I have to say that before I start. Obviously with the Ten of Swords, very heavy, quite dramatic. So I have to say that. So, all right. So I'm going to talk about the Ten of Swords and the Magician together, because I think this is about this litigation or whatever that is. So, okay. So now I don't want you to worry, but I have to tell you what I'm seeing. And, okay, if what I'm seeing in the Page of Swords is all correct with this litigation thing, it's an emotional time for you. It's not just about putting your side forward and coming to an agreement. Yeah, this is about memories. This has something to do with memories, because I was seeing emotions in this. I don't know if this is going to make sense, but it feels like a chunk of your life's in this. A chunk of your life. A chunk of your life's gone to this. A chunk of your life. That's what I'm getting. I'm getting, oh, that's my life. That's my life in there. That sums up part of my life. That's what I'm getting. So it might be you that thinks that. I think it probably is you. Now, if this resonates, if you're feeling like that, if that's making any sense to you, whatever's happening in this litigation, or whatever this is, it doesn't sum you up. It doesn't sum your life up. Your life and the memories of your life belong to you. Your memories belong to you. So, it might be that someone's recalling events in a totally different way to how you remember things. They might be lying. They might be saying, oh, this happened, that happened. It might not be true. If that's what someone's doing, if you know your memories are correct, they're probably not saying these things because they believe them. I think they're probably saying them because there's an agenda behind what they're saying. They're trying to get to an agenda. They're trying to win, and they're saying whatever they're saying so that they can get to that place. They can have that agenda realized. So if this is you, you know what you believe. You know what the correct story is. Don't feel defeated like this poor man if this is what you're seeing, if this is what you're reading, if this is what you're hearing. And this is where the Magician comes in. This is all about your goals. So think about that. What do you want to achieve with this litigation? It might be against you. It might be you that's doing it. But it doesn't matter. Whichever way this is, you should have a goal in this. You should have a goal. You should be like, okay, so where do I want to be with this? This is what their agenda is. What do I want to come out of this? How do I want this to end up for me? And you need to use what's happening to get that to happen. That's what the Magician does. So, yeah, think about your goals, focus on that, look at where you want to go with this, and don't let anyone use your emotions to put you off. You've got the Magician here. You can do this. I think someone might be trying to do this to you, saying all these things to make you all emotional. Yeah, I know this is really specific, but I have to say this because I really, really feel that someone needs to hear this, someone who's going through this. If anyone's making a statement that's not true, but let's say they're making a statement, let's say someone's making all these statements, oh, this happened, that happened, they said this, they did this. Let's say all this isn't true. If it's not true, but it's not crucial to the main point or what you're trying to achieve, ignore that thing. If it is crucial, take that on board, try and disprove it or go up against that or whatever it is. But if it's not crucial, don't give it any attention. To put it to one side, because I think someone's trying to put you all over the place emotionally. Don't concentrate on things that aren't crucial. Someone's trying to distract you. Someone's trying to put you down an emotional path. That's what I think is happening. And, the Magician can be about concentration as well. So only concentrate on the most crucial things. Don't get caught up in, oh, how dare they say that? How dare they say this? Oh, they said this. Oh, they've said that. Oh, I'm so emotional. Don't waste your energy on that. That's what they're trying to get you to do. Spend your energy on you. Spend your energy on where you want to go. What result do you want? Think about that. What result do I want? How am I going to get there? So I really, really, really hope that makes sense to someone that needs to hear that. I really, really do. Okay, so the last card you have for your future is the Eight of Wands. So yeah, look at all these words. That's what I'm seeing in all these wands, all kind of flying around. There's so many of them. All these words are coming in. That's what they're trying to do. They're trying to make you feel all emotional by using all these words. It's like a word salad. It's all over the place, and you're like, well, oh, that's not true. That's not true. How do I make sense of this? I'm all emotional. They've got me all over the place. I've got to try and concentrate. I've got to try and focus. But how can I do that when I've got all these crazy words and I'm all over the place? So try and, first of all, do your absolute best to take all the emotion out of this if you can. Really, really, really try to do that. That's the first thing you need to do if this is all resonating with you. Now, look at all the different words. Put them in two piles. Which words are crucial to the point that I'm trying to get to? Which words are going to help me to get to where I want to go? Which ones do I have to address? Which ones do I have to concentrate on? Put them in one pile. Which ones are crazy, rubbish, I don't even have to worry about? Put them in the rubbish bin. Use the ones you need and focus on those. You've got to try and put your emotions aside. You've got to try and sort all these words out. The other thing is, don't show them your emotion. Don't show your opposition any weakness, because that's what they're trying to do if this is you, if this is all resonating with you. Whew, okay, I know that's really, really heavy. I know that won't be for everyone, but hopefully whoever needs to hear that is going to hear those messages.